Coordination Mechanism, Mrs. Luisa Emilia Reyes, to deliver her opening remarks. Mrs. Reyes, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. Greetings, everyone. It's actually an honor being here, speaking on behalf of the Major Groups and Other Stakeholders Coordination Mechanism, welcoming the immense diversity of actors engaged and committed to achieve the dream of sustainable development. Being from a small national organization of women in Mexico, Equidad, Género, we can actually testify to the power of strengthening collective voices and delivering our specific messages in common spaces. First, the Women's Major Group, and now, as well, the Coordination Mechanism. As you all know, the Coordination Mechanism for Major Groups and Other Stakeholders is a self-organizational space for the promotion of broad, open, transparent, and inclusive participation in the high-level political forum. Its role and mandate is to ensure that the rights of access and inclusive participation of major groups and other stakeholders in the HLPF are protected, upheld, and potentially we dream on those being expanded. The coordination mechanism is a facilitator of a space. And I want to recognize the great work of my admirable colleagues in the steering group, the sharp and tireless mind of my co-chair in the coordination mechanism, and the unquestionable alliance that UNDESA staff has established with us in order to promote the highest standards of participation in this space. We keep on learning every day on how to do it better and in more creative way to accommodate all stakeholders that want to contribute to the HLPF. In its short life of functioning, and despite our diverse approaches and priorities, the coordination mechanism has already agreed on a set of principles. First, to abide by the United Nations Charter and human rights instruments. Moreover, to promote all of our actions under the Sustainable Development Framework to guarantee the progressiveness, interconnection, and equal enjoyment of human rights for all, and promote the well-being of all persons, women and men, of all ages, and bearing in mind the entire diversity of human condition in a healthy planet. We believe that gender equality and the eradication of all forms of discrimination and violence should be at the core of every effort when implementing the 2030 Agenda. We've been emphatic in stating that inclusion should pay special attention, but not be limited to diversity in age, sex, gender, sexual orientation, ethnicity, race, local communities, indigenous peoples, religion, disability, immigration status, geographic location, and other relevant characteristics, and to the participation of grassroots organizations and those not based in capitals in order to leave no one behind. I want to highlight that the Women's Major Group has a dress code of wearing a color of the day. Today is Women's Human Rights Defenders Day, so it's red. And we want to invite you all to the launch of our exhibit at 6:15 in the hall outside Conference Room E, to remind us that real people all over the world are risking their lives and even lost their lives, exercising their right of participation to promote human rights, sustainable development, equality, justice, and dignity. Human rights defenders are working in all dimensions of sustainable development in all spheres of society. And that brings me back into the purpose of our session, because we will have an exciting interactive dialogue, attending the interesting points brought to our attention by the major groups and other stakeholders, alongside voices from the floor regarding all the knowledge of our vibrant community. Welcome then to this session, all of you. And I would like also to welcome the representative of the Undersecretary General for Economic and Social Affairs, and we would like to give you the red scarf to accompany us on the red day. And we look forward to all the lessons and suggestions derived from this roundtable. Thank you very much.